Hi, welcome to our channel, Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin. The voice that begins all journeys. The boy's story began with a dream, and by the time he found his treasure, he had learned that dreams are not illusions but directions. They're the voice of the soul, whispering to us about what we are meant to do. Without that dream of treasure, he would have remained a shepherd forever, never discovering love, wisdom, or transformation. The dream was the spark that lit the fire. In our lives, dreams are often dismissed as foolish or unrealistic. A young person who dreams of building a company is told to settle for a safe job. An artist who dreams of sharing their work is told it is not practical. Yet history shows that every great change began with a dream. The plane was once a dream in the mind of inventors. The cure for disease was once a dream in the heart of scientists. A life of purpose begins with honoring dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem. The courage to protect the dream. The boy faced many chances to give up his dream. When he lost his money, when he found comfort in the crystal shop, when he fell in love, and when danger threatened his life. Each time, he could have abandoned the dream, but he protected it like a flame against the wind. He discovered that destiny belongs not to those who start a dream, but to those who guard it through trials. Think of a musician who carries their song despite rejection, or an inventor who continues testing after failure, or a parent who continues believing in a child when others doubt. Protecting a dream is not easy, but it is the only way to see it grow. The boy's journey shows that the dream is fragile at first, but becomes powerful when carried with determination. The language that connects all things. One of the greatest lessons the boy learned was that the world has a language without words. It is the language of signs, omens, and feelings. When he trusted this language, doors opened. When he ignored it, obstacles grew. He realized that every person, animal, and element of nature is connected through this silent conversation. In daily life, this language appears in unexpected ways. A student may meet the right teacher at the perfect time. A chance encounter may lead to a lifelong friendship. A failure may push a person toward a greater opportunity. These are not accidents, but part of the hidden language guiding us. The boy's ability to read this language gave him strength, and it teaches us to trust the invisible threads that weave our lives together. The lesson of love and freedom. When the boy met the woman of the desert, he discovered that love is not about possession, but about freedom. At first, he feared that leaving her would mean losing her. But later he realized that true love waits, true love supports, and true love grows stronger when both people follow their destiny. In our own lives, many confuse love with control. They think love means keeping someone close, even if it suffocates their dreams. But real love encourages growth. A partner who supports your journey, a friend who pushes you to pursue your goals, a parent who allows you to explore. These are examples of love that gives freedom. The boy's lesson shows that love and destiny are not enemies. They are companions walking the same path. The role of sacrifice in destiny. The boy had to sacrifice much: his sheep, his comfort, his safety, and even his certainty. At times, the sacrifice felt unbearable. Yet each sacrifice made space for something greater. He realized that to hold the treasure of destiny, his hands must first be empty of lesser things. This truth is universal. A student sacrifices sleep to achieve knowledge. An athlete sacrifices rest for discipline. A dreamer sacrifices stability for the chance to create. Sacrifice is painful, but it is also proof of commitment. Without sacrifice, dreams remain only fantasies. The boy's sacrifices remind us that the price of destiny is always worth paying. The teacher called fear. At many points, fear tried to stop the boy. Fear of loss, fear of failure, fear of death. But he discovered that fear is not a wall, but a teacher. Each time he faced fear, he grew stronger. He learned that fear shows where our greatest treasure is hidden. In life, fear often points to the very path we must take. A person fears speaking on stage, but within that fear lies the potential to inspire. A person fears starting a business, but within that fear lies freedom. A person fears loving deeply, but within that fear lies connection. The boy realized that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to walk forward despite it. The treasure at the beginning. When the boy discovered that the treasure was back where he started, he understood a profound truth. The journey had not been about searching far away, but about learning to see clearly. Sometimes we must travel the world only to recognize what was always near us. The treasure was buried at the tree where his dream began, but without the journey, he would not have been ready to see it. In real life, many chase wealth, status, or recognition, only to realize that the true treasure is peace, love, or purpose that was always within reach. The boy's journey teaches that destiny is not about distance, but about transformation. We return to where we began, but with new eyes. The eternal language of dreams. The boy's story closes not with gold alone, but with wisdom. Dreams are the eternal language of the soul. They speak to us in silence. They guide us through deserts, and they shape us into who we are meant to be. When we ignore them, we feel restless and incomplete. When we follow them, we find not only success, but also fulfillment. Our own lives carry this same truth. Every person has a dream, whether small or great. Some dream of building families filled with love. Some dream of creating art. Some dream of leading, teaching, or healing. The dream is the seed of destiny. The boy's story shows that listening to dreams, protecting them, and walking with courage is the way to live fully. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.